Hello and welcome to MIM Debates, My Intellectual Mind, part of the Black Planet website and forum. Today we're discussing a story that was in the news about 2 weeks ago. This was having to deal with parents not being able to pack school lunches for their children in schools. They're actually thinking of outlawing children being able to bring sack lunches made at home to school. Instead, they would be made to purchase the school lunches at the school. So, starting out, it was a very interesting conversation that we had online. Frazzle was the first to comment. He says straight out that school has way too much authority. Royale disagrees, however. He says this is more of an indictment of choices parents make than attempts to deprive them of the right to do with their children as they please. So yes, in spite of the soundness of not allowing children to eat lunches of artery clogging fat, copious amounts of attention depriving sugar, processed foods better suited to being used as glue in cement, the parents' right to ill-suit their children to the rigors of life cannot be infringed upon. And of course, that's tongue-in-cheek. Sexy Arizona from Arizona, no doubt, pessimistically says that some parents don't even care what's in their children's lunches. So Curvilicious says, it's a great idea that they're trying to feed the kids healthy food. And it will be very difficult to get kids to eat healthy if the kid sitting right next to them doesn't have to, which makes a lot of sense. If Bobby is eating M&Ms and gumdrops for lunch, and I have to be stuck with broccoli and carrots, broccoli and carrots not going to look so good, Darker, next comment, he says, this is simply an attempt to generate more revenue, nothing more. He says, if the parents lose this battle, other districts throughout the country will follow. I really see where he's coming from with this, because what we're talking about is, instead of me being able to spend my own money to package my own lunches, I would then be forced to pay what we would have to assume would be some company to provide my children lunch. Now, as far as I know, most of these lunches are being subsidized by the government, which of course is taxpayers. The money issue is really a big thing in this. Italian says that she straight up tell the school to shove it up their butts. She says to tell parents that they can't save money by sending a homemade lunch is ridiculous. What does it matter if the kids eat a healthy lunch if they aren't eating a healthy breakfast or dinner? And that's very true. Bringing up this point of, children not getting a healthy dinner, healthy breakfast, or healthy lunch, which is what this is saying, brings a very good point that what Ebringer says. And he's referencing the Ministry of Truth, which is part of George Orwell's book, 1984. He says that, just as an example, Good Morning America said that shopping increases your lifespan. So, what are they really saying here? It really sounds as if it's, some sort of, I can't think of the word, some sort of government plot going on here to basically just get us to do what they want us to do. Tell us that shopping increases our lifespan. Oh yeah, go spend money, Telling us that, parents aren't fixing children healthy lunches and they need to be the ones to provide the healthy lunches. Could all be a plot, seriously. So this is what he says. He says, if it was really about nutrition, or if they really cared about the health of kids, wouldn't they just simply teach the children and the parents about the food pyramid, what foods are good, what foods are bad, and then let them make their own decisions? He says, question, with Chicago being the city where Obama was just a senator, and other people such as Farrakhan, Oprah, Dick Gregory, and other notables in the black community are reside in this place, how could this be happening? How could we have an indictment of what really is inner city kids, you know, majority black, not being fed healthy lunches. You know, they can't trust the parents to feed kids healthy lunches. You know, with leaders such as Obama, Farrakhan, Oprah, and Dick Gregory there, you know, how is this even possible? Why isn't this being addressed? If it even is a real problem in the first place. He goes on to say, you know, with regentrification, school closings, corporate takeover, and the militarization of schools started by Arne Duncan, this is just the icing on the cyanide cake. Yes, that's a big deal there. So Italian, of course, she agrees with E-Bringers. She says, let's just bend over and welcome Hitler. That's what the schools are doing. She also says that, you know, the problem is, you know, kids not going outside and play. You know, she says that her mom used to pack her, you know, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which isn't the healthiest thing, you know, to eat. But, you know, they also played outside, so they weren't obese and they were fairly healthy kids. Texas comment series says, you know, this is definitely an indictment of the food industry and how they've ruined our food. They focus so long on making food faster and cheaper. When did fruit and veggies become so expensive anyways? You know, I know a lot of parents, they feed their kids junk food simply because it's what they can afford. You know, $1 burger, $1 fries. But the problem is none of it is healthy. If I were to go buy, you know, something as simple as chicken with a vegetable, you know, with the fruit, you know, maybe some rice or something like that, some fruit juice to drink, that's going to be a bit more expensive than simply going down to your local Mickey D's and getting a hamburger and french fries and a soda. So I really think this is kind of where this is going. You know, food is becoming so unhealthy because food is becoming so cheap. Royale here, responding to Italian, says that the real problem is not that the kids aren't exercising, but it's that they're being fed food that's lacking nutritional minimums. Says a child stuffing themselves with quick fix lunches speaks more to parents who see a positive in the money and time saved. Meanwhile, less energetic children find comfort levels meeting their available energy sitting in front of a game console. It says what this school is doing is they're attempting to deal with the problem in a direct Gordian knot cutting manner. Parents will howl about their rights while their children starve before their very eyes. There is a very heavy price to pay for ignoring and ignorance. Nice little play on words there, Royale. So that is the first installment of MIM on YouTube, My Intellectual Mind. There's a lot more to this discussion. We don't have a lot of time to get to it today, but we do have more stories, more discussions coming soon, so stay tuned. And also feel free to leave any comments, video responses. They're all welcome. Or you can actually join in on the conversation on Facebook, My Intellectual Mind on Facebook, and also on blackplanet.com. My Intellectual Mind, MIM. I'm out.